Hello, and welcome to Cognira. Today, we're going to walk through an important article, the AI ROI Paradox, why trillions in investment are stalling, and how to bridge the value gap. Despite record-breaking investments in artificial intelligence, something surprising is happening. The ROI gap is widening. While nearly 90% of organizations are experimenting with AI, fewer than 10% are seeing meaningful bottom-line impact. This tells us something critical. The challenge isn't a lack of AI adoption. It's a lack of value realization. This session explores why that gap exists, what systemic business process flaws are holding organizations back, and how leaders can move from pilot purgatory to production profit using a practical framework known as the 10-20-70 rule. The illusion of progress. In the race to adopt AI, many organizations have fallen into a common trap. They treat AI as a technology upgrade rather than a business transformation. What we often see is AI being bolted onto old, outdated processes. The technology may look impressive, dashboards, predictions, recommendations, but commercially it goes nowhere. The failure isn't in the large language models or the algorithms themselves. The real issue is what we call the translation gap, the gap between generating an insight and turning that insight into a real business action. The three-pillar flaw. Research from MIT, Sloan, and BCG points to three core process failures that explain why AI ROI breaks down. First, metric misalignment. Many organizations celebrate model accuracy instead of business impact. An AI model can be 99% accurate at predicting churn. But if marketing has no process to intervene, that accuracy is worthless. Second, the data swamp. Companies often focus on data volume rather than data readiness. AI doesn't just need more data, it needs decision-ready data that is integrated, governed, and contextualized. Third, orphaned insights. Most AI systems stop at recommendations. A human still has to open a dashboard, interpret the result, and decide what to do next. That manual friction often costs more than the AI saves. The strategic fix, the 10-20-70 rule. So how do organizations close the ROI gap? High-performing companies, those seeing more than 20% EBIT growth from AI, rebalance their investments using a simple rule. 10% goes to coding and algorithms, choosing the right model, whether it's GPT, Gemini, or Claude. 20% goes to data and infrastructure, pipelines, platforms, and ML ops. And 70% goes to business transformation, redesigning workflows, retraining teams, and realigning incentives. The key insight here is simple. AI delivers value when it changes how work actually gets done. Deep dive, intelligent supply chain orchestration. Let's look at how this works in practice. Imagine a global retailer using AI to predict demand. The AI forecasts a 20% spike in demand for winter coats. But procurement is manual. The buyer trusts their gut instead of the model. The warehouse system isn't connected. Inventory arrives too late. The result? ROI is zero. The fix, an agentic workflow. Instead of a standalone demand prediction tool, the company builds an agentic AI orchestrator. First, the AI predicts a demand spike. Next, it verifies supplier capacity and shipping costs automatically. Then, it executes, drafting a purchase order and sending it to the buyer for one-click approval. Finally, it closes the loop, updating warehouse schedules and marketing spend. The outcome is dramatic. Cycle time drops from weeks to hours. Errors fall sharply, and ROI becomes measurable and massive. Real-world success. Petrobras and predictive maintenance. A powerful real-world example comes from Petrobras, a global energy company. Their challenge was unexpected equipment downtime, costing millions of dollars per hour. Instead of just installing sensors, Petrobras followed the Deloitte and McKinsey asset intelligence framework and redesigned the entire maintenance workflow. When AI detects a vibration anomaly in a subsea pump, it doesn't just send an alert. It automatically checks spare part inventory and schedules a maintenance crew through the ERP system. By embedding AI directly into execution, Petrobras avoided over $1 billion in operational downtime. They didn't just use AI, they rewired the business around it. The 30-60-90-day roadmap to ROI. So how can organizations get started? Days 1 to 30, audit. Identify one bottleneck process tied directly to P&L. Shut down novelty pilots with no clear financial impact. Days 31 to 60, rewire. Focus on the last mile. Embed AI outputs directly into the tools employees already use, like Slack, Salesforce, or SAP. Days 61 to 90, feedback. Measure performance differences between AI-driven and legacy processes. If ROI is missing, it's usually a change management issue, not a technology problem. Conclusion: AI is no longer just a technical project. It's an organizational capability. The companies that win won't be the ones with the most advanced models. They'll be the ones with the best design processes. If you want to find your AI ROI, stop looking at the code and start looking at the workflow. Thank you for listening, and welcome again to Cognira.